Very good afternoon. Welcome to round 11 of the Currie Cup. It brings us to the Fountain of Flowers, to the locals, Mangaung, the place of the Cheetahs. Home side Toyota Cheetahs take on the South Sea Sharks all the way from Durban. Cheetahs, the only unbeaten team in the competition. Good crowd has turned up earlier on this morning, right here at the Toyota Stadium. There was a food festival, so rugby really trying really hard to get the numbers out here to make it a full offering, not only just rugby, but a place where you can bring your family and thoroughly enjoy yourselves, and rugby just becomes a blessing. Well, the oldest rugby competition in South Africa, that's what's happening in round 11. The Pumas went down at home to Western Province 23-17, and one more game this afternoon after today, after this 2 o'clock game, as the Bulls taking on the Lions in Pretoria. Well, Sharks under a bit of pressure after losing at home last weekend, 20-10 to the Pumas. Etienne Finn has made 8 changes, 7 of those in the pack of forwards. A new front row, a new list trio, the trio of Richardson, Van Heerden and Bolly. And with that, it's Murray Costa, the only change in the back line. Cheetahs 4 changes. Schalk Ferreira comes in, and also Andisa Nsila was very good off the bench last weekend. At 10, Siamasugu comes in, and Roscoe Speckman returns to the Cheetahs starting 15. A very settled 9-12 combination. David Brits has been good, and 2 tries so far for the youngster. Joining me for today's commentary, former Bulls lock forward, Fudge Better. A great opportunity, one for the Cheetahs to keep the unbeaten record. On the other hand, pressure on the South Sea Sharks.
Oh, Nkumane, what a pleasure to be out here in Bloemfontein. Big game for the South Sea Sharks. They need to turn around their season. They started so well, 4 games, 4 wins, but they've had a few challenges. Etienne Finn mentioned it in the interviews before the game, how they need to find their processes, find their identity and stick to their processes. Try to cause pressure to make this Cheetahs side, who are unbeaten, make some mistakes. They've got Nivaldo Fleers. He's exciting. He'll link up very nicely coming into the line with that man. Jeremy Ward, the captain, he'll be really important. And I think the message for them to turn around this season and try to get that top 4 space is to just work off the ball. They need to work for each other.
5 wins so far for the South Sea Sharks, 3 losses, and the draw against the Bulls. 24 points on the log. Well, they've tasted success. It was over a year ago, right here in Bloemfontein, where they managed to beat the Toyota Cheetahs 47 points to 30. But it's been a dominant Cheetahs side, brushing away everybody in their path so far in the Currie Cup. As always, the Harley Davidson's lineup right here, and they roar as the Cheetahs come onto the park. Yeah, and thoroughly deserved. Will they match their 2016 season, being unbeaten in the Currie Cup? Only time will tell. But Greek was coming up next, but what's important is the next 80 minutes for the home side, the Toyota Cheetahs. Captain by Ruan Pienaar, the 38-year-old, 12 tries in the Currie Cup, 57 outings, bulk of those for the Sharks. And we are in good hands. Jaco Paper, very experienced referee, and supported by Gelden Ace, Van der Merwe and Marius van der Westhuizen, our TMO. For the moment, we'll acknowledge a moment of silence for Gerard Mans, a former Free State rugby player between 1982 and 84. Condolences to the Mans family. Also captain Namibia 26 times, having played for them 27 times. Passed away in a motorcycle accident. Condolences to the Mans family. Once again, just the rugby community extending their condolences, showing that they are a community beyond the 4 lines. Back to the Currie Cup. 130 years old, Carling Currie Cup. Sharks playing from left to right, ball in hand now, Butter Chamberlain, as he waits for Jaco Paper. Game on in Bloemfontein, the Toyota Stadium, the venue. Sharks take on the Toyota Cheetahs. Mishali Mosi gathers, immediately gets your flow to Kasande. Early missed tackles by the Sharks. Pina to Masugu. Steyn shifts it on. Cheetahs ball in hand approach. Did that go forward? Speckman, first contribution is positive. Steyn, Masugu.
Oh, yeah.
Goes up country. Sharks regroup. Anthony forming last line on defense. Cameron Wright. Andrews. Good tackle by Skekete.
Ball's available, use it.
The experienced Cameron Wright clears from the base. Big tester for the Cheetahs. Up goes Masugu. Good under the high ball. Pino. Davis. Good tackle by Mona. That's Bakoa just getting involved there. Speckman again in the action. Solid defense from Port Peter. On the halfway line. To get to around the dummy line. Well, coming out of the Cheetahs camp in the week was the importance of just the attack. That's what Harvest for Rio was talking about. Just felt they were a bit blunt on attack in the last couple of weeks. Came from behind against the Lions to win that game. Now probing the short side. Masugu. Davis sells the dummy. Skekete was an early tackle. No, it's Nsida still going. Masugu, Mosi on the outside. Mosi gets Mosi. Puts on the burners. Shali Mosi. And the Cheetahs into the 22. Quick ball required. Quick ball they get. Pina. Jasper's pass is good. Gideon van der Merwe. Powerful run. Still goes. Sharks doing all the tackling in the opening stanza of this match. And Cooksia.
Release.
Pina's been very busy. Options both sides. Opting for that open side. Masugu solves the dummy. The mismatch. Masugu! Masugu! He hasn't scored a try in the Currie Cup as yet. Great support from Ferreira. They are meters away. The Cheetahs. The pick up and drive. Van der Merwe. Oh, they're lining up. Skekete. Nobody in front. And just like that, Victor Skekete would go over. And that is a superb team try from the Toyota Cheetahs.
11 phases it took them. The big men were involved. Victor Skekete gets in for his fourth Carling Currie Cup try. And well, what a start from the Toyota Cheetahs. We know how dangerous Masugu can be. Attacks the line nicely, looking for support. The little chicken wing, a couple of offloads, playing continuous play and stretching the defense of the Sharks. Getting the reward in the end. What a start.
Former SA Under-20 player, Victor Skekete. And Ruan Pienaar lines up the conversion. 27 conversions for the Cheetahs this season. And Ruan Pienaar 83 points in the 2022 season, 470 Currie Cup points. Get down, the strike is sweet. And the flags are up. 4 points for the home side.
It all started with the restart through Mishali Mosi, who's fantastic, devastating with ball in hand, a really smart attacker as well. Found Daniel Kasende, and instead of them kicking it out, trying to exit, and the Chelsea Sharks then retaining possession and attacking, they went on the attack and they played attacking rugby just like what their head coach, Harvey's Furry, would have liked to see. Great start here at home.
Chamberlain again onto the left-hand side. Morsi stables the ship as Richardson makes the stop. With the safety of the 22. Not looking to kick. Aiden Davis. Had a few carries already. Former loose forward now playing at lock, Aiden Davis. And Pienaar finds touch.
How much of an asset has Ruan Pienaar's boot been for this Toyota Cheetahs side this season? He's equaled Xander du Plessis for top point scorer of the season now. Oh, he's just 1 point behind with that conversion. And the Sharks need to be much more accurate on defense. We know the Cheetahs are going to look to put together, build some phases on attack. Here they have an opportunity to build some of those of their own.
First line out. Bata's throw is good. With the 85% success rate at line out time for the Chelsea Sharks. Bali being dominated. Unfamiliar sight. A ball in hand approach, finding space out wide. Potgieter. Jasper had to make the tackle. Right. Bata. Penalty. It's the first one of the day as Richardson finds a bit of space. He's offloaded to Lorenzo, who sends it on to Costa. Penalty advantage
Too slow
for the Sharks. What do they do now? Kick for touch or take the 3 points?
Looking to play some continuous rugby. Getting together some good offloads there. Lawrence Adrian said tries to get rid of Gideon van der Merwe.
Okay. You hold them in, yeah. Okay. Pause. Here we go.
So although they weren't necessarily getting over the advantage line, a little bit lateral from the Sharks, but at least they held on to the ball, recycled nicely, won themselves a penalty after that first passage of play where they enjoyed possession. They're playing against the best defensive side in the competition. Only had 16 tries scored against them, the Cheetahs. They've scored the most amount of tries with 37 after that first one for them. Second after the Blue Bulls, who are sitting on 43 tries.
Chamberlain to put the Chelsea Sharks on the board. Head down, it's a smooth looking strike. The distance, the direction, brilliant. And the Sharks are on the board. Well, that could send a message to the Toyota Cheetahs, especially someone like Gideon van der Merwe, not to infringe so much, give away too many penalties at the breakdown.
That discipline will be key, especially for this Toyota Cheetahs side looking to attack the rucks.
Potgieter. Oh, somehow he stays in play.
Yeah.
Right, to Richardson.
It's just around the neck. Yeah, it's not deliberate, it's just around the neck. Just arm around the neck. Number 8. Aye. Yeah, it's not malicious.
Thanks, Dynamite. Dylan Richardson had a few international caps for Scotland already, and there's a very interesting battle between himself and Gideon van der Merwe. Both love attacking the ball on the ground, looking for those jackals.
Powerful.
So good.
Drive.
Once. forward. Leg. Didn't see it, sorry.
Good pressure from the Toyota Cheetahs.
Binding. No grip.
We know how important the set piece will be for this Chelsea Sharks side. Had a few late changes as well.
Yeah.
Just need to be a little bit more accurate the way they're defending. They've had 20 tries scored out against them before this game. 21 now, the Sharks, which isn't too bad.
Okay.
Cameron Wright versus Ruan Pina. Both play quite a similar game. Always looking for options, use their runners very well and have a very solid box kick. And well, we'll see him in action shortly. Lawrence Adrianza. Cohen Jasper loves to attack. Kind of takes away the kicking game plan that Boeta Chamberlain and Nivaldo Fleers execute so well.
Okay. Got a mark. Hook is in.
What number is it under?
Non-feeding team. Yeah. Take the hole. Then come across. Nice and square one. Approach. Bind.
Oh, millies.
In that side. Yeah, we'll do it again. Pre-engaged. Okay.
No, Fudge, you want a coach to make 7 changes in the pack. I mean, clearly they're hurting. It's more of an effort issue than anything, isn't it?
Yeah, look to also just start to really inject a little bit of a healthy competition with the loss against the Pumas. They really didn't need that. A couple of senior players who were there. And look, what an opportunity to give some of the youngsters and fringe players a chance for them to stick up their hand.
Good pressure from the Sharks, but not good enough as Masugu. And out wide now goes Brett, finds Kasende. And Forming makes a good stop. And Pino, there was the first receiver. Exciting stuff, looking for a bit of width and a mismatch created. Roscoe Speckman still goes. Speckman, they haven't brought him down yet. Speckman will go all the way. Kenny, Roscoe Speckman, the offload is a brilliant one. Over goes Van der Merwe. Cheetahs are back. They never went away.
Speck Magic, take a bow. He's got a ring on it already. Missed out last week. Was getting married and, well, he's motivated, he's inspired. Hasn't been himself this season, but this is what we're talking about when we speak about Speck Magic and him being himself, always looking for offloads, lively, explosive, takes on the line at full tilt, and what a fantastic support line as well from the hooker to get up there, Marnus van der Merwe.
Marius and Stefan. So Marius on that first scrum, it looked like Sharks set up a long way to the left.
Started deep in their own half. The Cheetahs on the right-hand side used the width of the field.
Okay.
Score on the left-hand side of the park.
Like
Backs and forwards getting involved.
And then coming towards
Kasende was good, keeping the line.
Okay. Look, yeah, that's my side specifically, so I'll work on it next one.
And Ruan Pina looking for the extras. Has pulled it. Felt like it took longer than usual. Overthinking it a little bit. Ruan Pina.
Yeah, well, this man is overthinking nothing. It's just his usual self. Attack fearlessly. Good support line, must be said, from Marnus van der Merwe. You can see the Toyota Cheetahs working off the ball really well. And unfortunately, the South Sea Sharks just not good enough off the ball. And you asked the question, Owen, so many changes, 7 changes in the pack, a lot of them late changes. You can see already early on, it's starting to show in their defensive structure.
Restart is deep from the Sharks. And the birthday boy, Franz Stein, gathering that one. Mosi straight into Kwesi's tackle.
Right, last feet.
And safely to touch for Ruan Pienaar.
Haven't seen much of a contest
I'll sort out the numbers, give me a gap.
from this Cheetahs side. Yes, yet we know how explosive
Show.
Mihlali Mosi can be.
Come forward.
7 times already the ball
Gotta
spread
forward
out
first.
wide by the Cheetahs, showing their intent.
Andrews, the line out is good. Sharks with the driving more.
That's all right. Last feet.
Van der Merwe seems to have come through the middle. Right, from a standing start, head down goes Costa. Just on the gain line. Cameron Wright, Leroux Roots can't break that defensive line of Frans Steyn.
Yeah, gotta lift it.
And to the Scottish international, Dylan Richardson. Butter. Chamberlain's pass out wide to Formink. He's got to come back in field. Andrews, good support from Jeremy Ward. They find space. Jeremy Ward, final pass to Cameron Wright. Probe the blind side, found the space, and the shots are over.
Well, it's just after lunchtime. Sunny, perfect conditions, and you can see both sides are really throwing it around. Cameron Wright finishes off some really good play out wide. Thought they killed the overlap with this huge pass out wide. Ruan Pienaar does well to get across, but Jeremy Ward on the inside line. Ice Andrews, fantastic support and good interchange, good inter-passing between them. Cameron Wright finishes off nicely. Both sides a little bit loose on defense, allowing the attacking side to find some space out wide.
Yeah, great composure as well from Aaron Andrews. Right up against the touchline to get that inside pass in. Brilliantly done. Now Chamberlain with the conversion. Looks fairly easy for the fly half. The rhythm is the same. The result is the same. Sharks get to double figures.
No look pass, it draws in Ruan Pienaar and Ice Andrews. Cool as you like, finds Jeremy Ward, the captain. Double pump to Cameron Wright. That draws in the last defender, Colin Jasper.
Sugu, the restart is overcooked it. Pressure now back on the home side. Unforced error from Sia Masuku.
Bit of a coach killer. That was an opportunity when you've had points scored against you, especially a try. You want to regain momentum by applying pressure from the kickoff. An opportunity lost. And an opportunity gained now for the Sharks, who have 2 sides to attack. And they've split their back line as well.
Yeah, that's something different. Yeah, I just don't scrum up to get that.
Navaldo Fleers standing at first receiver, just behind Timbelani Boli. He can also play fly off. Fleers, so dangerous at attacking the line.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Take it out.
Scrum solid from the Sharks.
Thank you. Tight it on
But Lawrence Adiansa infringing.
Down. Down.
He's up against Skalk Ferreira.
And you can see Skalk Ferreira's won the bind there. The experienced Lawrence Adriansa, 100 caps plus on either side in those front rows. And we should see a really good battle at scrum time. And it's been interesting to see the strategy employed by the Cheetahs, who aren't really getting up. We know how good Ice Andrews is at contesting. Will they be looking for Mihlali Mosi? The money ball.
Side on the attack. Davis in the front. Van der Merwe quickly peels away. Franstein sets a good target. 5 meters out now. Quick ball for Pina. Was that knocked on? Yes. Oh, just not clinical enough. Execution. They found the space. Composure lacking from the Toyota Cheetahs.
First one of the foot, second one is lost forward. Here we go.
Yeah, it's slightly rushed. Sharks decide not to go up. They know the maul will be coming. Gideon van der Merwe shifts out nicely. Sharks look like they weren't really expecting that, so Franstein gets over the advantage line, and well, it's a little bit scrappy for Ruan Pina. Makes it difficult for Aiden Davis. Playing at number 4 lock, usually plays at 8 or 7. Chosen to go for a more mobile pack. Toyota Cheetahs, and you can see why. They're looking to spread the ball around nicely.
Yeah, just square. Yeah, thank you. Crouch!
Jacob Peppers kept a close look in that Shark scrum. On the very first scrum, that's something to say.
Down. Yeah, I know you didn't present, but we got to do that quick, eh? Okay, kom ons kom weg daar.
Hinging from Adrianse and Ferreira.
Let's come even get off.
Yeah, Ferreira definitely looking a little bit overextended that time.
We
unable to support
can't have
his weight.
straight legs on the soft pitch. We've got to have more bend in our legs. Catch your feet up. But quicker, eh?
The basic way of thinking about the picture, what Jacob Peppers is looking for. After the engagement, he's still got to be coiled up. Already Adrian's in trouble there. Extension.
Yeah. Let's set it up.
So you get low.
Keep watching your feet now.
Hips.
Because I think there's a shear
back.
to the left, a step to the left on setup. Let's go.
And you want to see knees under the navel.
Don't do that. Go back there. Thank you.
And Jacob Peppers communicates very nicely, but won't be giving them too many chances, so they've got to show them the right picture, like you mentioned.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Big power coming in from the Cheetahs. Bodies composed. The clearance from Cameron Wright. Textbook stuff. Under immense pressure, the Sharks.
Just in time.
Clear.
And here's where the pressure comes from. You can see there's the reload from Skalk Ferreira. Allows the pressure to come back nicely. Borley with the chicken wing to Cameron Wright. Maybe he needed to just take it up, consolidate, allow for a better angle.
Yeah, Lawrence not giving Ferreira much of an angle to work with. And Skalk Ferreira following the tighter prop, Lawrence Adrianta. That's why it looked like it had gone skew. Cleverly done here from the Cheetahs. Yeah, the trick is just, it takes you a while. You win the ball back, but you got it. After that, you got to drop your set in terms of finding the right body position. Yeah, that's what's happened. You'll win the ball, but everything is upright. It's not dynamic enough.
Locked onto the ball, held up.
And for a sharp
Good
defensive
just
team,
got it out in time.
that's the result. You'll get a turnover.
Okay, hookers in.
That's a big win for the Chelsea Shark side. Decided not to contest. Very smart play to not go up on Mihlali Mosi, which allows them a nice quick initial shove. Well defended in the Chelsea Sharks. 3 more tries the Toyota Cheetahs scored in their last game against the Lions. It's an asset for them.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
No, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle of scrum time today. You look at the bench, the Chelsea Sharks on debut, Blaine Golden, not too much experience at this level. This is where this game's going to be won and lost.
Yeah, white side of the box and then black fold.
Kwesi Mona, his 50th Currie Cup cap. He's got the experience, he's got the skill.
in the front. Immediate, very cleverly, they knew they were going towards the poles. That's the angle they wanted to open up the blind side. The likes of Roscoe Speckman.
Release now.
Tembelani Boli. One man stopping that momentum. Davis takes it up. Quick ball for Pienaar. Same side go. The Cheetahs. Steyn cuts back in field.
No hands.
Dritz to Skakete. Already scored one try this afternoon.
No.
Zila keeps it in. The step from Mose. 5 meters out go the Cheetahs. Quick ball, Pienaar. Steyn's pass to Davis. It's been lost in contact. They'll come back for the scrum.
That's under pressure. We'll come back. Go ball.
Aiden Davis getting busy, looking for yardage. Frans Steyn has done so well, the birthday boy.
Yeah.
Just look at his work off the ball, trying to
as they got
protect
out
it
the
as
blocks,
soon as he's not
they
getting
just got
over
out
the
blocks,
advantage
and then
line.
it folded.
Only smart play from the inside center, Frans Steyn, showing his experience. Here he is, a nice short ball to Aiden Davis. Well read by Jeremy Ward. Put some pressure on him. Force that knock on.
Opposition is first off 58% with the Cheetahs, rightly so. Two tries
if you
for
guys step
their
to the
effort.
left, like every time you hook it, when I set the mark, he goes to the left and you're outside.
Brilliantly
of it,
done. 2
and
tries
you leave
already
nowhere else for him to go. So
for
block
the
him by
Cheetahs.
having
One
your
of the
left
changes
foot
made
back
by
and
Harvey's Fourie.
Yeah.
One of the 4 changes is at fly half. Sia Masugu, a 25-year-old. He's had some good touches, finding space, the opening. A lot of try assists for the Cheetahs. And every time he touches the ball, something special happens, Fudge.
Yeah, he's a fantastic fly-off to have. If you're looking to play an attacking type of rugby, which Harvey's Fourie has made very clear, that's the man you want at number 10. Full of energy, always asking good questions, and he's got a clever little dink on him as well. Not scared to chip it over to Grubber. Played 17 Carling Currie Cup matches. Just 25 years old, so good to see.
Been around the block as well, played his junior rugby for the Golden Lions, then moved to the Leopards, the Kings, and looking to make Bloemfontein his home. Sia Masugu. Yeah, good crowds turned out. And Fudge, very fortunate to be part of the Carling Currie Cup. It's had a beautiful day in Bloemfontein at a food festival, food market earlier on. Just bringing a diverse crowd, young and old, to support the Terror Cheetahs.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
There's too much going right before the set. Right, much better scrum from the Sharks as Chamberlain finds touch.
Decent exit. You can see Buta Chamberlain not so happy with it, but it's brought play up to the Sharks 22.
Much better.
And still question marks with the way that they're competing. It's working well. They're not putting anyone up. They're expecting the maul to come.
Yeah, it's also a very cagey game. You can feel the Sharks know that it's a do or die. They need to get points. The Cheetahs are not too sure when will they slip up. They've had 2 very below par performances. Off the top, Pienaar. Masugu has to go again. Cheetahs on the front foot. Contest. Could be turnover ball, their body, but needs some support.
First man again. 2 turnovers, first man. Last feed.
Back with the Cheetahs. Position.
Play it.
Aiden Davis and scrum off. Picks and goes. Speckman looking for work. Speckman gets the Cheetahs on the front foot. Pienaar, Masugu, soft touch to Steyn. Steyn out wide now to Mossy. Back in field. Good tackle, Leroux Roots. Cheetahs recycle. Skakete.
Offside penalty.
Nowhere through for him. Masugu, soft hands, inside ball was at the money ball. Good support on Speckman, Pienaar. They're looking for try number 3, over the top pass. Daniel Kasende, Jesper in support. Guess what? Cohen Jesper. Cheetahs on fire. Try number 3 this afternoon, all happening in the first half.
They love it in the stands, rightfully so. It's like they're playing touch rugby out there, no ruck rugby. The 4th Carling Currie Cup try for Cohen Jasper, player that rocks in the Varsity Cup last year. And they're just not going down to ground. They're keeping the ball alive. They're passing it around, and sooner or later the gaps will show. Brilliant inside line from him. Cohen Jasper finishes it off.
Yeah, second season now with the senior side of the Cheetahs for Cohen Jesper. Played wing last time they played against the Sharks in that win in Durban. And Pienaar missed the previous kick at goal. That's a smooth strike from Ruan Pienaar. Second miss of the afternoon for the Cheetahs. Will this come back to haunt them? Time will tell.
Yeah, good take from Daniel Kasende. Plays on the inside. Anthony Formunk unfortunately couldn't get across enough, but that's what it takes. Playing some good champagne rugby, entertaining for the fans, keeping the ball alive, and what that does is it sucks in Sharks defenders. The space opens up out wide. Well executed from the Toyota Cheetahs.
Chamberlain kicking to the sun again, chasing on hard as Formink. Stain goes up, Stain reclaims. They kick off outside the 22. And Disansila looking for the offload.
Outside.
Sliding player, ball in hand as
And last
Zila.
feed.
Pienaar. Tester for the Sharks. Bolly in support.
That's a white hand or not?
Tembelani Bolly.
Nothing clear for me.
He's got great power. In close contact, Tembelani Bolly. Leroux.
Advantage, one wide offside.
And
Was he
penalty
early or never?
advantage
Never
for the
onside.
Sharks. Right service is quick. Little cross kick.
One.
Overcooked it as Buta Chamberlain. Here at the penalty.
One, never onside.
Well, you can see clearly here the line, never really onside. Good carry from Leroux Roots. Discipline will be so important for the Cheetahs. Don't want to allow the Sharks back into the game. They've already scored a try, found some space. They do have ball in hand.
Offside number 1. That was a good scrum the last one. See, you lose it, blocked it, so you stay tight with you. Then there's no angle for it.
Also, if you've made 7 changes to your pack, expect you to kick for touch and rumble it up. That's what I expect from the Sharks, but they need the points to stay in the hunt of the playoffs and the Carling Currie Cup 2022 season. Fairly straight kick coming up for Buta Chamberlain. Little stab at it, the distance is good. Ooh, flag stay down. Look good for all money.
Back, please.
Not a real contestable. Van Heerden.
Barnes lost forward.
And lost forward by the Sharks. Turnover ball. David's pass is good. Masugu spotted opening onto the short side. Masugu still goes. He finds a
Barnes is
Cohen
over
Jesper.
now.
Stays in field. It's alive for the Cheetahs. Skulk Ferreira. Cheetahs regrouping. Frans Steyn. Seeing something onto the short side. Pina back onto the short side. Nzila, good on his feet. Ndisa Nzila. And the penalty advantage.
You're on the floor, you're gone. Back up. Release, feet, then to the ball.
Yeah, he was on loan earlier on in the year
On the
with the
ball.
Cheetahs, so he knows them very well. That's Thembelani Poli. Looking for the bonus point try as Frans Steyn finds touch.
Andy Santsela showing his footwork, good footwork for a flanker. And even in the tight phases, look at how quickly Skulk Ferreira gets there to get rid of Thembelani Poli. Apply pressure to him, and you can see that pressure puts him off his feet. And the Cheetahs win the penalty right up to the 22. Mammoth of a kick from Frans Steyn, as is customary.
Manus van der Merwe, overthrow. Bata will tidy up. He's done so. Richardson.
And last feed.
Tester coming up for Roscoe Speckman.
Sorry.
Cameron Wrightville.
Ja, ja, is reg. Is reg. Is top.
Gideon van der Merwe receiving some medical attention. I thought it was Frans Steyn who bounced out of the tackle. Not too sure what happened to Gideon van der Merwe. Very capable replacement in Jean de Rudolph on the bench.
It looks like a next.
He was forward of the year for the Griquas last year, and it looks like he just gets a stinger there, awkwardly places his shoulder on the quad of Dylan Richardson, strong ball carrier. Just looks like he gets a little bit of a stinger there.
Friendly fire, Modest.
Just as he completes the tackle,
Teammate.
I think Coetzee, the pressure coming, the tackle made by Coetzee on Richardson. Former assistant coach with the Cheetahs, head coach of Griquas, Havis Fourie, and moved back to Varsity Cup. And it all started down in the Boerland as assistant coach, then became head coach of Boerland. And club rugby, that's where all these coaches are coming from. Series for Havis Fourie.
I thought it's head,
former
that's why I
7-star.
stopped, but it's- I say stinger neck.
The one test match for South Africa.
Okay,
Roscoe
that was really good
Speckman's had some
scrum.
great contribution in today's clash.
Go. Yeah, let's find the square on.
And a finishing touch
Square
from
on,
Cohen
everybody.
Jasper.
Hip square. Crouch.
Yeah, that's what's coming up next
Bind.
for the Sharks. You've got the Lions
Set.
at home and Western Province away. That final week of the round robin stages. Much better
Take it
scrum,
out.
the best you've had the first 33 minutes. Naval de Fleurs, big kick upfield. That is a bomb. But Cohen Jasper,
Stop here.
great reaction from the Cheetahs
Hold ya.
fullback.
Okay, he's passed it. You can
Right.
play. Everybody outside there can play.
Naval de Fleurs again returns it with interest.
Pass.
Masugu with the safety of the 22. First reactions to kick. Puta Chamberlain. Big chance coming
Okay,
up for
pass.
the Sharks. Chamberlain sends it out wide to Minus Portley to cuts in field. Chinas are there, right. Roots. Supported by Andrews. Chamberlain, soft hands,
Lines.
passes. The Flares has knocked it on, so advantage for the Sharks. Gideon
Advantage is
chasing
over.
hard. Gideon van der Merwe. The advantage is over. Jeremy Ward. Gaps opening up. Cheetahs are making the tackles.
Tackle off. Leave it.
A slow
Tackler
ball,
first.
so penalty.
He's in the way. Can't
Not
reward with
rolling
tacklers in
away.
there. Prevents the clean out.
Not accurate enough at ruck time. As soon as the game gets a little bit loose, very difficult when you're having to really work hard off the ball to try and make those tackles, get back into your defensive line and still roll away once you've made those tackles out of desperation. But Navaldo Fleurs showing how important that boot of his is. He's winning the kicking battle. That time it was against Masuku. Was in two minds. Needed to go for touch, kick it out. This has allowed the Sharks a really big opportunity now. Only conceded 3 penalties, so far so good discipline-wise for the Shark side. Trailing just by 7 points, just outside the 22.
Contest good from Davies, one back by Skekete. Pino. Masuku. Franz Steyn. With the game they're searching for, what they will get. Roscoe Speckman, center field, good support play from Brits. Brits picks an angle. Brits still going. There's the switch coming through from Cohen Jasper.
And release!
Cheetahs finding so much space. The counter, the width. That's what they're after. Not a penalty advantage as well, Masuku.
Play on, back. Back and forth.
Not enough advantage, so penalty it
Still
is.
in there, so you can't poach. Exact same as over there. Yeah, but your tackle is still in there. Exact same as over there.
Think of those conversations. How did that conversation? Franz Steyn, Ruan Pienaar, slow down, you did breather. The over 30 club, don't rush it.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to take points, but they want to play. And wow, Roscoe Speckman, full of magic. And you can take a look, they're expressing themselves. They're breaking through tackles, and when they are in the tight, they're nice and accurate.
Back, please. No. He's out.
Denied once already by the Sharks in this position.
Skekete goes up. And Gideon van der Merwe. He's got 5 tries already this season. Most of them from the driving more.
No seat, no hands on. Stay away. Stay.
Ruan Pienaar, slow ball. Franz Steyn generates the go forward. Quick ball. Speckman should have let that go.
Bang the half back. Bang the half back.
Yeah, and just not clinical enough. They
Bang the
should have
half back
finished
out.
here, the Cheetahs. They had their chances. Speckman was supposed to come in and scrum off, let the ball go. They're lining up on the outside.
Yeah, and Franz Steyn has done that so well. Generates quick ball by really working hard, nice and early within the tackle to place it far. Make it available for Ruan Pienaar. So they choose to play on, looking for that 7 point.
Yeah, scrum also not a bad option. They're a very strong scrum, the Toyota Cheetahs. Tap and go, Aiden Davis.
And away.
Slow down by Mbata. Change direction. Skekete, show and go.
Okay.
Couldn't make the pass, so hung
play
on
on,
to
play
it.
on.
No, they're clumsy at the moment and knocked on. So advantage Sharks. Just not clinical enough, the Toyota Cheetahs.
Back ball.
It's a little bit unstructured, a little bit scrappy, maybe a little bit too rushed at times, and that's uncharacteristic of this Toyota Cheetahs side. They usually are very well composed and the decision making is spot on, but a little bit rushed in areas where they need to slow it down, try to generate that quick ball, a few pick and goes, give it to their big forwards.
Good to go. Okay. Right, let's go, lad.
You know, too many opportunities must be said this whole season for Daniel Kasenda. Made the name, playing for Wits University in the Varsity Cup. Moved to Griquas, set it alight, and this year he's only scored 2 tries.
Let's
And
form it up.
today is a 7th game with the Cheetahs. Big, strong, powerful, athletic. You need to create the one-on-one opportunities for the likes of Kasende.
And absolutely amazing work rate he has as well. A fantastic player to have in your squad as a coach. So passionate, so emotional. He brings that even though he's playing in the wing position.
Nice and square, everybody. Hips, shoulders. Nice and square, yep, yeah. Crouch.
Hips, shoulders, nice and square, says Jaco Paper.
Early. Clearly early.
Got to bring them back for the scrum. They have to.
Captain.
Cheetahs got to bring them back for the scrum. Yep, good call.
Yeah, my side too.
Yep, their tails are up. They feel they do have ascendancy.
Patient, yeah?
Patience, the call from Yaku Paper for Kwesi Mona. At an early engage. He responds really well, Kwesi Mona. The problem is, at this position on the pitch, you need to be as accurate as possible. Make sure you don't give away a penalty.
Fine. Set.
Scrum is solid. Mossy keeps it in. There's the penalty advantage. Mossy will pick up. He's strong enough to make it available. Pina onto the right-hand side, looking for the bonus point try as the hooter goes. Jasper, Cohen Jasper. Fazambeta. And Masugu. Stein. Speckman. Roscoe Speckman. Yeah, looks like a Sunday afternoon touchdown. Needs some sort of structure. Good support from Van der Merwe.
Leave it up.
Composure. From Stein, long pass out wide to Mossy. Mossy beats one. Brits smashed hard by Andrews.
Not on the ball.
Sharks not giving up. Gideon Van der Merwe. Quick ball. Pina service is crisp. Van der Merwe straight into Bolly. Bolly hangs on just. Ruan Pina. Kasande driven back. Much better defense from the Sharks. With an advantage, Masugu takes it up. Pick and drives Kekete looking for number 2. How long can the Sharks hang on? Soft hands. Over they go. And it's Andisa Ntila. Bonus point try. The crowd are on their feet. They can't believe it. Champagne rugby in Bloemfontein.
High tempo around the rocks. Andy Santsila gets in for 7th Carling Currie Cup try, and it's popped out there quickly, and that's just brilliant skill from Ruan Pina. Catches Kwesi Mona napping, and it's soft hands from guess who? Speck Magic. Just reacting quicker at ruck time. The Cheetahs. Solid defense though, denying them getting over the line, setting up nicely Chelsea Sharks, but unfortunately the pace of play just too quick for the Sharks, and well, the bonus point try has come on the stroke of half time.
They're down, flags are up, and like that, 24 points to 10. Half-time score at the Toyota Stadium. What a first half has been. 5 tries for them for the home side, the Toyota Cheetahs. Well, for the Sharks are battling in the scrums, not getting enough position. They're just not dominating enough in those close collisions. For the Cheetahs, they're upping the tempo, and obviously were pleased with the attack effort of the first 40 minutes.
All the skills, all the thrills.
Sensational try! Your weekly footy fix. How good is that?
Rugby Nation, Sunday, Sky Sport 1.
Get ready for more on Disney Plus.
We'd like it if you joined us.
More Star Wars.
This is the way.
More Nat Geo. Wow. More Marvel.
This is absurd.
More Star.
Did I write that?
That is John Wayne.
I'm confused.
More Disney.
You're very unpleasant.
Okay.
All this. Plus more. There's always more to explore on Disney Plus.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial.
Join Sky Broadband and get 12 months of Disney Plus on us. That's 12 months of this.
It's time to show them who I really am.
12 months of this.
You're a Hawkeye.
And maybe even 12 months of...
You're just as special as anyone else in this family.
That.
So what are you waiting for? Go to skybroadband.co.nz and switch to Sky Broadband now.
The NRL Premiership today, live on Sky Sport 4.
Tomorrow's champions are inspired by today's, but they can only be what they can see. That's why Sky brings you more strength, skill, and courage. And not just on the pitch, but all over the game plan too.
This is what we've been waiting for.
See the rise, see the potential, see history being made, see the possible.
Now it is time to focus. The pressure, the anxiousness, the emotion. That is absolute chaos. The desire to win must be greater than the fear of losing. This is going to be a great battle. There is nothing between the cars. They dare not breathe. Unbelievable drive. Shane Van Gisbergen. There's a celebration going on in that cockpit. How good is that?
Coverage brought to you by Repco.
Shine your light. We're better together. All around the world we are one. We're better together. Going higher. Going higher, higher.
Unbelievable. Can he get there? What a run. He gets it over.
HSBC World Rugby 7 Series, live on Sky Sport.
On the hooter that got the Cheetahs their bonus point already in this game, 40 minutes into it, 24 points to 10. The home side currently lead, and one of the most vital things that we were speaking about with Nas Puerta in the build-up was controlling the controllables and making sure that it stays in your hands.
Absolutely, but let's be fair. It's been some of the best rugby we've seen in 40 minutes. The Cheetahs, the way they started, the way they kept playing, the try they've been scoring. You know, there was the second try. Absolutely nothing on, nothing. Speckman came in the line, just suddenly created something out of absolutely nothing. And that's the way you can look at the way the Cheetahs been playing. But give the Sharks credit. The thing that you can ask is they kept the Cheetahs away. 4 opportunities Cheetahs had opportunities to score. They didn't score. And overall, I don't think the Sharks is solely out of it. I think all the credit in the first half should actually go the way the Cheetahs been playing, because the skill is at a high level, decision making is at a high level, the finishing there.
This is the
Look
job
at
that
that
you're
one.
talking about.
That's the best I've seen in a very long time, and that's what we sometimes say. You need magic. You need one guy to make magic, and that was absolutely magic.
You know, they call him Spec Magic, the magic man out the side of the Cheetahs field. But how impressive, Nas. I mean, from one number 10 to another. Sia Masuku in the Sharks jersey, number 10, returning to the starting lineup today. He's been quite influential for them.
Absolutely. You know, the most important thing is, you know, we've seen now some really nice tries, that try from the shot. But the most important thing is, Sam, what do you expect from players on the field? Do your job.
Yeah.
And to be fair to all 30 players on the park. Look at that. There was actually nothing on. Take the ball, pass it inside. We don't see that too often in South African rugby. We see the wing get the ball, he goes until he can't go anymore. Then we try and win the second phase, third phase, whatever. That was absolutely magic. And then you take the last one. But that was after 4 opportunities they've wasted. So sometimes I still feel teams need to look at it and say, I've tried it, get points on the board. That's why sometimes kicking 1 penalty might also not be that bad.
And while we're looking at the stats as well, the Sharks have conceded 5 penalties, the Cheetahs 4, and it was discipline that Harvey spoke about before the game, saying that we need to work on this.
Yeah, but I must be honest, let's give Jaco Peypers credit. Jakob Eber is actually handling the game really nicely. If you feel there's a little bit of advantage, let it go. I must also say, players do take the advantage as far as they can. You know why? Because they can always come back, get a penalty, and get points on the board.
How we're looking at it now, there's 40 minutes left in this game. Cheetahs having already secured their bonus point, but you also mentioned the importance of a losing bonus point here in the game. How do the Sharks get themselves back into the game without losing?
That's why I said to you a little bit earlier, I don't think the Sharks are out of it. The only thing is, they don't see the ball enough. That's a problem. We always say, you can win games without the ball. But when the other team keeps scoring, Sam, you can't win a game without the ball.
Well, we're looking at the Sharks side that's got a big defensive effort ahead of them, and they'll need to be able to control the Cheetahs crossing the line and scoring points. But that penalty count of theirs is going to be a bit of a cause for concern as they run out for the second 40 minutes of the game. The Cheetahs, they're sitting quite fancy and handsomely as they were before they got into the game. Another 40 minutes to tell. Will the Sharks be able to claw themselves back on the scoreboard? Let's go find out.
Lights out, W Series is underway. Oh, that's been hit! Jamie Chadwick's been hit!
Oh, look at this! There's a change in the lead! And there's the move.
Head down and get up to the car in front.
Brilliant victory in the wet for Emma Kimmerleinen. Alice Powell gets through to give her the championship lead. Jamie Chadwick retains her crown in some style. This is W Series.
So step right up and take your seat. The journey of a lifetime is about to begin.
Sing 2, available now on Sky Box Office.
Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is... Welcome to our new headquarters. This is so cool. There's even a new and improved puff treat dispenser.
Paw Patrol the movie. Tonight, Sky Movies Family.
Tomorrow's champions are inspired by today's, but they can only be what they can see. That's why Sky brings you more strength, more skill, more speed, more courage.
Oh my goodness.
And not just on the pitch, you'll see it behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and all over the game plan.
This is what we've been waiting for.
See the rise. See the potential. See history being made. See the possible.
Come explore Sky Movies Family.
Oh yeah.
Is this some kind of dream?
It's magic. Awesome.
Now what?
Now it's time to let loose.
Riding down the street in my favorite car. Pushing all the limits, but my dust leaves a license plate says I got it like that. I got it like that.
It was amazing.
It's time to tease the walls at the Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship. The best, ready for the green light to ignite. Each corner breathtakingly close, flooring it to the finish. The Valvoline D1NZ National Drifting Championship, live on Sky Sport. Coverage brought to you by Repco.
Y'all know what time it is. Time for you and your team to answer the call.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands!
Who's taking the talents to the finals? DHL Super Rugby Pacific. Today, live, Sky Sport.
Welcome back to Bloemfontein Toyota Stadium, the venue, the home side. A comfortable lead of 24 points to 10. A bonus point as well. And the first 40 minutes, dominated possession, 63% for the Toyota Cheetahs. Well, for the Sharks, it's been a tough 40 minutes. Can they turn it around? We only lost 3 this season already. The South Sea Sharks and the Cheetahs unbeaten. In picture, Sia Masugu. Yeah, satisfactory first 40. Pepe gets the second half on the go. Masugu's kick into the sun. Bolly runs for it and gathers. Brushes away his former teammates. Skalk Ferreira. And a change for the Cheetahs. Louis van der Westhuizen is coming at hooker, the Namibian international, replacing Manus van der Merwe. Cameron Wright from the base. Jasper goes up, good in the air. Tackled by Richardson, into touch.
Yeah, great take from Cohen Jasper, but again, a bit of a nothing kick from the South Sea Sharks. It was perfect technique.
Let's go.
He's under pressure, but he's done so well. Perfectly timed jump, knee up, eyes on the ball, straight into the breadbasket. 63% possession the Toyota Cheetahs enjoyed. Sharks need to hold on to the ball.
Set piece good from Bata. Some momentum in the driving more.
Just stay there. That's good. Vonnie's lifting a leg.
Lifting a leg is the penalty advantage. Cameron Wright. Very static on the attack. Not much going on there. The Sharks.
One more crack.
Go.
Lifting a leg in the ball.
Went at least 10 meters backwards. Chasing this game, they got a kick for touch here, the Sharks.
Lifting a leg in the mall.
A good position as well.
I think it's you.
Good line out, set it up nicely.
Hello.
And they milked a penalty. Which is exactly what they needed. They needed to score first in the second half. It's a great opportunity for them.
5 or 7.
Slight angle for Buta Chamberlain. Kicks it with the outside of his boot. A little bit of a banana kick technique. And he's executed it really well. He's brought play 2 meters into the 22, so a good attacking position. They need to build phases now, hold on to the ball. They need their loosies to work a little bit harder as well. I don't think they're giving Buta Chamberlain enough options.
6-man, Andrews. Driving maul again by the Sharks.
Don't see anything there.
Body position's too high, easy to defend.
Once.
Here's the stop. Very stationary now. Mario Costa, the target just on the gay line. Cameron Wright, they're coming around the corner. Bata.
On the ball.
Monakwezi. Onto the short side. Richardson. Direct into Davis. Davis makes the stop. Contest on the ground. Yep, one back by the Cheetahs.
Stay down. 2 players down here. Turnovers made. It's Cheetah ball. No, just a strap. Right.
It's great, and look who stands up first, or last rather, because he was the first man in there. Skalk Ferreira, the front row of the Cheetahs. The work off the ball has just been impeccable from this Toyota Cheetahs pack. Brilliant work. Aiden Davies, we've seen Victor Sekekete everywhere. Gideon van der Merwe, Mtsila, and Mihlali Mosi worked really hard as well. But as soon as Dylan Richardson gets the ball, he's isolated, he's all alone. And that's how the jackal comes. No one around him. Tembelani Poli is there, but he's alone and he's under pressure from the big men of the Cheetahs. Forced a really good turnover there. Great work from Skalk Ferreira.
No, it's not good. It looks like Fez Mbata, a hooker.
Yeah, but the call from the coach, Etienne Finn, was to apply pressure to their decision makers. Just brilliant. Look at that. He's got a hooker in support. He's got his front row in support there. They're keeping the ball alive. And Spec Magic, one of the decision makers, well, there's only one decision he's making: get the ball and attack at full throttle. And unfortunately, the Sharks loosies just aren't putting enough pressure on Spec Magic in the loose. You see them, first man in at the ruck time, asking questions all the time, keeping busy. What a game he's had. Definitely the standout player of this fixture so far.
5th game of the season for Roscoe Speckman, the 33-year-old. Only 1 try so far in the 16 in the Currie Cup. 43 appearances. A journey that started for the Sharks back in 2010 for Roscoe Speckman. Made the move down to the Pumas. And a 7-star for South Africa over the years. 1 test match for South Africa last year, 2021. He's at a 7-star. Second stint now with the Cheetahs. And one thing about Speckman is he's had the same hairstyle ever since. And it suits him.
Well, he's had a difficult season, hasn't he? Struggled with a few injuries, but, well, does it change once you've married? Let me just ask that. He was married a week ago, and wow, what a way to return to form.
He'll just get better. The youth of Mangaung, of the Bloemfontein Free State, came out to support the Toyota Cheetahs, and also as well, plenty going on. And the stands at festive atmosphere, food festival, food market earlier on, and as always, some curtain raisers of junior rugby taking place, well-supported fudge.
Yeah, some grandparents and parents coming out here. They had a curtain raiser. Under 13s played the little Barefoot Warriors. It was great to see. Trade Castell versus Fichard Park.
You know those schools very well, eh?
From Bethlehem. And it's great to see the kids in the stands as well. Just fantastic. I mean,
so the beauty about it, 2nd of July, Springboks in action. Fans are allowed back. Hopefully you can get to full capacity as soon as possible. And we're talking today, 5,500 spectators come out to watch us round 11 clash of the Carling Currie Cup. And it's good numbers when you consider what the Cheetahs are up again week in, week out. The Bulls in action, the Sharks in action, the Stormers as well. So plenty to compete with. And Victor Skakete, born in Soweto, scores the first try. And Speckman very instrumental in the second try by the hooker, Manus van der Merwe. And Sharks, some soft touches on the blind side. Good support line from Jeremy Ward and the finisher, Cameron Wright. Not done as yet. Kasende was good. Inside ball. Cohen Jasper. Try number 3. We salute you for that one for the Cheetahs. Before the stroke of half-time, compose a total team try this one for the Cheetahs. Andy Santila, the bonus point. And still no point in the second half, and rightly so, not less than 3 minutes, as Fez Mbata receives some medical attention. And spent 1 year down in Durban. Didn't quite work out for Ntila back in 2019-2020 season.
And Ntila, well, Harvey's Peru will be so happy that he's returned back to health. He's been struggling with an injury as well. So Fez Mbata, hopefully he's okay. Played SA schools, definitely one to look out for the future, but replaced by Dan Uester, also very highly talented youngster.
Roach. Fine.
The two new hookers for both packs. Scrum is steady. Rumpino. Masugu. Brits. Flat pass out wide. Kasende had to reach for it, allowing the Sharks defense to shut down his space.
Ball.
It's in the air, is held up. Got to fight for it here, the Sharks. They've done enough to turn it over. Yeah, just the quality of the pass from David Brits out wide to Daniel Kasende. Had to reach for it with that, just allowing the Sharks to take up space.
Well, they've done really well. Jeremy Ward, he's a strong defender, and he shows his strength here, holding up Kasende nicely. Help comes as well from his inside center. Anthony von Milk is there as well, the winger. Scrummy Cameron Wright. Captain's done really well. It was an important turnover. have a secondary opportunity. It's 8 meters from where the first one was. Struggled with scrums though.
Big right shoulder required from Madiansa. Yeah, not ideal for Channel 1 ball, but Wright gets it out. Costa. Quick ball, Bolly. Yeah, he needed support. They needed to be more dynamic with the pickup. Now Cameron Wright. Uester. Good from Zila and Davis. Chamberlain. Good pickup from Costa. Half gap. Still going. Need something special here, the Sharks. Adrianza. Is it the power play? Nope. Driven backwards in the tackle. Not right. Chamberlain. Behind the back and it's gone to nobody. Navalda Fleers will tidy up. Fulmink. No half gap. The high tackle from Skalk Ferreira. Richardson. Chamberlain. Around the corner. Kasendip. Unable to make the tackle. Phases are happening. Not gaining much ground. The results in that. Looking for space. Kicked away. And Cheetahs will get the position. So good defense from the home side. And very blunt attack from the South Sea Sharks.
Yeah, Blunt is right, but at least they're building phases and they've got themselves some good field position, but again, not reacting quick enough, and they've just lost that field position. Very smart play from the Toyota Cheetahs. Fleers decides to take it quickly.
It's broken play. Cameron Wright onto the right-hand side. Fleers' pass is a good one for Uester. Uester. Basketball pass over the top. This Jason's pass is long and loose. Nobody claiming it, so they'll go back for the infringement. Mishlali Mosi receiving some medical attention. A few of those Cheetahs players, Ruan Pino, another one. Even Clear, the youngster on the bench. It's scrum off for the Cheetahs.
Sharks looking much better in this second half. They've enjoyed about 80% of possession. This is a good carry as well from Dan Uester. Good fend against Ruan Pina. And well, Mihlali Mosi does well to keep busy on the inside. Make sure that he puts his body between Dan Uester and the support coming on the inside. Need to be a little bit more direct with their play. Try to run onto the ball harder. Get support to the ball carriers so they can build phases. And they do start to look dangerous. It is opening up out wide for them. So like you mentioned, Owen, Sharks are still in this game. Trail by 14 points though. They need to be a little more accurate.
Two Namibian internationals in the Cheetahs front row. Arnos Kutier with Louis van der Westhuizen. Rugby World Cup experience for Namibia. Talk Rugby World Cup. Next year off to France. World Rugby announcing 2 more venues, Australia and the United States, for the next 2 Rugby World Cups after France. Kasende finds a bit of space. Fulmink buys him time, but it's not a good idea. Kasende powers on. Fulmink makes a tackle from behind. Inside the 5-meter line. Gideon van der Merwe, brilliant work. France staying. Pina. They send it out wide. Davis, long pass, skip pass. He finds Mosi. Mosi, Mihlale Mosi. The Cheetahs, brilliant again. And that's the reason everybody's second favorite team in South Africa. Toyota Cheetahs, just sublime when they get that ball, they give it a bit of air.
Well, it's just his second Carling Currie Cup try, but you'll be seeing a lot more of those from Mihlali Mosi. excellent play in 2020 at their 125th anniversary of playing rugby. Their motto was 125 years of running rugby. They're still playing that 127 years later. And they've given something for these fans to really enjoy. This Toyota Cheetahs side playing some exquisite running rugby.
Joined the Toyota Cheetahs last year, Mhlali Morsi, the 26-year-old, at a stint with Border. You know, really settling in here in Bloemfontein. And Pienaar lines up the kick. You questioned at Harvey's Farid last two performances, just saying attack not sharp enough. And they're finding the space. The passes are sticking. Big derby coming up for them next week down in Kimberley, 2 weeks' time. Pienaar immediately turns, flags confirm it was a good kick.
That's good play. You see how Gideon van der Merwe knows that there's no one on him. He doesn't need to pick and go. They've got numbers and it's fantastic skill. That's Aiden Davies with a huge spiraling pass out wide to Mhlali Morsi, who's kept his width very nicely.
Chamberlain. Contestable one. Skakete up in the air is good.
And use it. Play it.
Davis has been busy. Andrews counteract, just slightly delayed. Gideon juggles, but it's gone backwards. Somehow he gets a break. Gideon van der Merwe.
No, leave it now. You're off. It's off his feet.
Pienaar. Front Steyn.
Stop your five.
Returns the favor. The Val de Fleurs. Butter Chamberlain. Fleurs goes up. The roots. Disjointed the shots at the moment. Out wide to Andrews. Body picks up and drives. Solid defense. Schalk Ferreira. Got a high tackle by, there it is, from Speckman. Bolly. Skakete making the tackle together with Van der Westhuizen. Chamberlain left behind by Fleurs. They'll come back for the penalty. Not too sure if the Sharks are really in this game. Nothing happens within the next 10 minutes. Cheetahs could just break away.
Yeah, and I think the perfect word for that is disjointed. Owen, you know, they need to be direct, keep it simple, attack the second and third channel. You saw Ice Andrews doing nicely, straightening the line, getting over the advantage line, and all of a sudden it's easy for Thembelani Boli to pick up and go. And it'll allow for options to start to come up for Cameron Wright and that man, Butter Chamberlain. So double sub comes on for the Cheetahs. Aranos, Kutsia, Schalk Ferreira have done really well, dominated the scrums. Dawson will come on for Ferreira, and Van Vieren will come on for Aranos Kutsia. So more energy to this Cheetahs side. They already have ample of it.
That's another player for the Sharks. Stays down, Hiron Andrews. They already lost Fairs and Butter.
Ice Andrews is one of the players they do not want to lose. It's a throw jump, perfectly timed, good throw from Dan Uester, but taken out in the air. And well, I'll have a look at this. Hopefully Ice Andrews is okay. The Cheetahs will hope that it wasn't so cynical that they lose a man. Kyron Andrews back on his feet. Good to see a fantastic player. He's mobile, he's busy around the park. Good line-out jumper. Hasn't really contested much against Cheetahs. It looks like a strategy. Try and stay down and make sure that they contest the maul nicely, but he's gone up nicely. That's maximum height. And well, it's an early shove from the Cheetahs, and he is taken out of the air there. Because of that early counter shove coming from the Cheetahs.
Big trouble coming up for the Sharks. Coming through. Big trouble, I meant, for the Cheetahs. Cameron Dawson.
Here we go. It's on the 15.
Yellow card, so he's off for 10 minutes. I apologize for the quality of the ref mic.
Yeah, just a little bit over eager there, Cameron Dawson.
Careful
Just
now.
his
Timing.
30 seconds he spent on the pitch. 10 minutes on the bench now.
US defeat Andrews. Big chance, huge opportunity. Need to be composed here, the Sharks. Communication is key. Body position even more important. It's looked promising, and over goes Dan Uester. They were composed. South Sea Sharks go over for their second try of the afternoon. Replacement hooker Dan Uester.
They use that extra man to fine effect, the South Sea Sharks, and Dan Uester, well, he knows how to get over the try line. That's his fourth Carling Currie Cup try. A couple of those have come from the back of the maul. It's another solid line out. Good lift from Emil van Heerden. You can look at the work being done there by Leroux Roots as well in the front. Really just breaking through that initial counter shove coming from the Cheetahs and spots a gap and takes it, Dan Uester.
Tester coming up for Putter Chamberlain. Very tight angle for the Sharks fly half. Just one miss this afternoon, penalty in that first half. Smooth strike, immediately turns. Oh, flag stay down there. So 5 points gone a begging from the boot by the visiting team. There's the finishing product there, Fudge Mabeta.
Yeah, they've enjoyed 73% of possession. They're playing in the right areas. They're putting pressure on the Cheetahs, and they're taking advantage of the penalties that they do get to such an extent that Cheetahs are now down to 14 men. They'll be down to 14 men for over 7 minutes. And Dan Uester's come in, scored a try off of that maul. Still in it, 16 points behind though.
Masuku goes deep. Bolly keeps his eye on the ball.
And release now. Don't hold them in.
A good tackle by Conrad van Vieren.
You've trapped them.
No, it's gone too far, no real pressure on Jasper. Gets the step on the go, out wide to Nzila. And Nzila brushes away would-be defender. Now it's Putter Chamberlain. No, it's Cameron Wright. It's a Sharks player, that's all I can tell you. Masugu out wide, front Stain, driving the Sharks back. And we got to start from deep, the Sharks.
It's exactly how you want to play when you've leaked some points. Big carry. Nzila gets rid of Cameron Wright. The bus is full. And the Cheetahs are looking to strike back immediately after bleeding points. You know how dangerous they can be in these areas. They're applying good pressure. 36 tackles. Only made 15 tackles in the first half, the Cheetahs. And they've only missed 3, so very accurate.
At the tail.
No. They had to jump across. Option.
Not in straight.
Option, if you take a scrum, you have to change flag for prop. If you take a line out, you don't have to.
Very good read, Victor Sekekete.
Line out.
And with that amount of movement in the line out,
But it's outside of.
very difficult for it not to seem skew. Give the referee the right picture. Maybe Hiron Andrews didn't need to go to the back, needed to keep it simple.
Yeah.
First things first, win the ball back, let's exit. Find themselves defending now against a determined Cheetahs side.
Yeah, Cheetahs also down to 40 men, no prop, so they're opting for the line out.
Clock's back on.
Wasn't in straight from the Sharks. Remember, you got
Yes,
a
you have
choice
it.
of a scrum or a line out.
You can see Skalk Ferreira waiting on the side there in case they do call for a scrum.
Van der Merwe. France stained. Target is good. It's quick ball required. Richardson too slow to roll away. Mossy with the step back into the traffic. Adrianza and Bolly makes a great stop on the 8th man. Fontila. They had to double around.
6.
They committed the 2 players. The offload was there. Slightly delayed from Ruan Pienaar.
Oh, they've expressed themselves out here to reverse pass out the back door nicely from Ruan Pienaar, and a good read from Hiron Andrews just to stop play. And well, they're a man down. This is what's been so impressive about this Toyota Cheetahs side. The decision making, the way they claw themselves back into the game, the way they believe into their structures. Cohesive nature of this Toyota Cheetahs side. And because they're a man down, the right decision here would be just to let the clock tick, take the points on offer. Remember, they do already have a bonus point for scoring 4 tries.
In front of the upright for Ruan Pienaar. 3 more points. Toyota Cheetahs, 34 points to 15, round 11 in Bloemfontein. Argentinian internationals, Diaz Bonilla comes on for the Val de Fleers. It's knocked on advantage Sharks.
Was it knocked?
Scrum down for the Sharks.
Hang on. Knock on first. Knock on into touch option. What do you want? It's a scrum or line out. Scrum, they take the scrum. Okay, scrum option taken.
So now Skalk Ferreira is going to come on in the front row.
8. Number 1's
Mossy
coming back
will
on
give
for
way.
scrum.
Mishali Mossy will give way. So they'll still have 7 in the pack. The Cheetahs. But a big opportunity coming up. Sharks.
Right, let's set up.
Diaz Bonilla coming in at fly half and put the Chamberlain and move to fullback.
I want to help you to play.
With Fleers being substituted.
Yeah, Tita Bonina attacks the line nicely. Always looking for gaps. It's a running fly off. And they've got a man up here at scrum time, so this is a very good opportunity for them to get some points they desperately need.
Both players down on my side.
Costa and Ward is left it behind. Masugu cheers for the Cheetahs. Cleverly done by Sia Masugu, keeping it in play. If it pops out and keeps going into touch, it'll be 50-22. Volmink hesitated, under a bit of pressure now.
No. Lost feet.
No counteract. Recovery is good by the Sharks. Diaz Bonilla to Costa, the show and goal. The pace is enough. Yes, it is. Murray Costa finds an opening. Cameron Wright, whether in front of the kicker, that'll be a big question. Roscoe Speckman under a bit of pressure. Speckman beats one. Doesn't need to beat one. Kasende in support. Composure, confidence of the Toyota Cheetahs. Masugu will calm things down as his kick finds touch. You know, the locals been thoroughly entertained by the home side, unbeaten in the Carling Currie Cup so far this season.
Well, you can see Puta Chamberlain stands in and fly off. Tito Bonilla on his outside, and it's a show and go. Good little turn of pace as well from the inside center. Cameron Wright tries to find some grasp, but take a look at the work off the ball there. Speck magic. That's a try-saving effort from him. Dan Kasende does well to support his winger.
Hold on.
Yeah, good break from a promising youngster, Murray Costa. Cheetahs with position.
60. No. It was Nick knocked at the front, not in the line out. 60. He knocked it. Yeah, it's not in line out, it's out there. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, send him. Yellow card returning.
Back to full complement now. The Cheetahs as Cameron Dawson comes in with that. Substitution, Jean-Jo Rudolph. And who does Rudolph replace?
Well then, let's go. Was that an accusation?
No, not too sure.
Do you want to put it on record? Are you saying we're cheating?
And
okay,
Masugu,
sure.
well, he hasn't been under much pressure. He's one of the decision makers, and his decision making has been perfect. Boot upfield, just needed to look up.
Time's back on. Crouch!
Well executed, and was the number on the back of the people who were chasing. Victor Sekekete, Cameron Dawson, tight five players getting up there first. Been a big difference between the two sides.
Scrum is good, Pina. Masugu. Britz's pass is good, Kasende. Yeah, gonna work hard defensively with Foreman. Yep. Masugu under immense pressure now. Sharks taking up space. You know, Frans Steyn, Roscoe Speckman, very quiet the second half. Roscoe Speckman, the kick and the chase. Speckman still going. Leroux Rooks, one tested. Oh, not a great pass looking for Pina. Now Foreman, Gideon van der Merwe, former teammates, smashing each other out the Carling Currie Cup. The breakers there for the Sharks. Rudolph has come on, number 20. Cheetahs, Cameron Wright has turned them. The chase just not there. As Jesper makes it's interesting stuff. I thought he'll kick it himself going, Jesper, and hopefully that doesn't go all the way. Chamberlain has moved into fullback now with Diaz Bonilla, the replacement fly half.
Well, when you've got Frans Steyn on your inside, Cohen Jasper, you pass the ball. And, well, this man, he hasn't been put under pressure at all. He knows there's a mismatch, immediately makes the right decision, and, ooh, so close. They got that pass away. It was a short try.
No, it's all good. Just got to protect my mate.
He's been excellent. He's brought the magic. Was expected of him.
What's wrong?
Not enough pressure applied on him.
Are we making subs? Okay, send them on.
And here's a good touch find, a good clearance from Masuku. He's been solid, and it's the kick chase. I think that's been so vital for him. He's been allowed to really play his game, hasn't been under much pressure at all.
Okay, we'll give it time.
And well, Frans Steyn got a really nice and flat kick. And cost-benefit analysis, he'll be happy with the outcome. Moved up the pitch. Just outside the Sharks 22.
New player, another player there.
Talking about new players, a few changes made.
They just swapped, sorry.
By Harvest Fourie and the Cheetahs. Ruben Currie has come on at scrum off, replacing Ruan Pina. And for the Sharks, in picture now, Zim Kabela, former Shimla's former Cheetahs player. Now with the Sharks. few knock-ons there.
Soft black.
Masugu to Ntila. He hangs on, and it's clumsy as Rudolph tidies up. Currie.
Advantage over.
Flat ball looking for Dawson. Currie. Deep from Masugu. All happening the halfway line over the top.
Okay.
Kasenda.
I think he held his line. I'm not sure it's foul play, but look at it.
Davis.
New advantage, all offside.
Come on, Dawson gets half back as he looks for Skekete. Skekete.
Still advantage for offsides.
Good support play that time around. Ruben Currie. Fresh legs on for the Cheetahs.
Offside.
They're lifting the tempo.
Where's my mark? Thank you. Offside.
They really are lifting the tempo and squeezing and stretching the Sharks' defense, but slip tackles. Again, Victor Sekekete in the thick of things, linking up with his front rowers, who have really displayed a high level of skill.
There's a penalty for offside, but there's no more than a penalty against him. He didn't wrap. He blocked him. You got to wrap, okay? But it's nothing more. It's the same penalty.
So Randa Rudolph has come on. So Mihlali Mosi hasn't come back on.
Okay.
And when the Cheetahs were down to 40 men, a scrum was there.
No,
so
just put the time on.
Mosi came off for that. Asuku looking for touch. Oh, has overcooked it.
22 scrum.
Oh, greedy, greedy.
Number 4.
Yeah. Wants everything. Wants to have his cake and eat it. Didn't need to go for too much distance. Needed to be accurate there. They're not under pressure. They've got
Captain.
dominance on the scoreboard. They're in the driver's seat.
Jeremy.
LaRue Roots just couldn't get into the game and really utilize the big heavy forwards to get over the advantage line and apply enough pressure, ask questions of this Toyota Cheetahs side. But
who's captain now?
The Cheetahs have done so well is they know they want to play running rugby. They've expressed themselves and they've allowed themselves that luxury because of how they're acting and reacting towards the loose ball, diving on it, reacting quickly, making sure that they can recycle to have another goal.
Locks in. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good pressure from the Cheetahs with that, the penalty at scrum time.
Dominant loose hit.
Quite going to call them the bomb squad, the dynamite squad, we'll call them that. Big power, Fadavestes and Dawson and Van Vieren.
We got shot. Yeah,
that's huge and celebrating.
Sharks fading off there.
So the high fives coming from Jandre Rudolph. Had a fantastic Currie Cup season last year. And well, Masuku will take the points on offer.
Taking over the kicking duties from Pienaar. Sia Masugu's first kick of the afternoon.
25 seconds left.
He's been involved in 7 of the 9 matches played by the Toyota Cheetahs this season and the Carling Currie Cup. Smooth immediately picks it up, flags are up. Extra 3 points for the Cheetahs, 37 points to 15.
Sharks will play again. They have a bye, so they'll play again on the 4th of June, 3 weeks. And there's Blaine Golden, gets his first Carling Currie Cup cap on debut. Spent some time in the Varsity Cup, wasn't allowed any playing time down at the Sharks, and he's made a return. Interesting to see how he fares with just 10 minutes left.
Change from the Cheetahs. Aki Barnard has come on, number 19 jersey. Skekete brilliant in the air.
Own team down. Last feet. And use it. Touched.
Currie from the base, touched by the Sharks.
No, it's touched by Black, so it's not offside. Thank you. Placed on side by the charge down.
Chance for the shot through. Counter. Costa. Kick and chase. And Masugu. And see Masugu's kick is into touch.
I was a charge down, so put him on side. But I understand your call.
Solid positional play from the fly off. I think his only mistake he's made this entire game was that greedy touch finder.
Okay, sub him. We need someone new for 11. Send him so long, so
Magic.
Whilst we wait for Sharks.
Saying, well, boys, I've had enough. And, well, what a fantastic performance from him.
He's coming. Hold it.
So Reynard 14 coming on for Roscoe Speckman. Where will he drop to? Okay. He might go to fullback and Cohen Jasper into the wing. And Masugu remain at fly half. Kabella's pass was crisp. Chance for the Sharks to counter.
Is that forward of White, eh?
Forward of the Cheetahs.
Both by White.
Dylan Richardson onto the short side. Long pass out to Andrews. First knock on was by the Sharks.
First one by Black and then second one by White. Thanks. So I didn't see the first knock off Black.
Come
I just
to
saw
think
the second
of
one,
it,
so it's White.
early stages of the competition, Chelsea Sharks were unbeaten, on top of the log for a couple of weeks in the Currie Cup. At the moment, doesn't look like they'll even feature in the playoffs. They'll need something special. They need a few favours with that. Next clash is only 2 more games left. The Lions and Western Province. Away to Western Province and Cape Town. The Lions at home.
Stefan, come again. Nice and square there, thank you. Good setup. Approach. Bind. Set. Yeah. Yeah, I suspect you stepped a little bit back on that hit, so it's a freebie. Let's do it again. Do it properly, please. Can't take the pressure off. You see the next one, Stefan, do this, make the goal. Okay, pressure through. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hinging.
It's a solid scrummage.
Tighter, dropping his shoulders.
From the Toyota Cheetahs, and these are parts of the game you want to consolidate. Moving closer and closer to the playoffs. Will have their eyes keenly set on a home semi-final. The Toyota Cheetahs. And, well, they know that so far they've been up against a Vodacom Bulls side that are very good with their set pieces. And just focusing on their own structures, try to end off this game on a high.
All that.
Attacking line out at the tail, it's good. Aiden Davis is carried, also won some line outs for the Cheetahs. Skaketa working hard, supported by Barnard. Oki Barnard, fresh legs on, still going. And like that, Louis van der Westhuizen is over. Louis van der Westhuizen. His 10th try of the season, his 12th in the Currie Cup.
Behind the goal line, you can play the ball.
Yeah, that's one thing to get the fans up on their feet. Starting to do a few dance moves. Louis van der Westhuizen's done well. That's his 12th Carling Currie Cup try. It's a good maul. This has been one of their assets, and he's fought out in that maul. He had his back towards the try line, but he's pirouetted nicely, head down. A good finish.
Yeah, Morris, if he didn't ground it on the first one, he definitely grounded it on the second go. Second one. And they're over the goal line so they can play the ball on the floor.
And Masugu, second kick of the match. It's good.
Solid play from the Cheetahs. Hand well, dance moves, they've played really well. A well-balanced performance from this Cheetahs side. Scored some more tries. They've been good in that first channel, and they've spread it out wide so nicely. 12 times they've spread it out wide to their wings.
Short restart. Kasende's football skills are good, but Mkabela comes through.
Play on.
Oh, good grip
out.
from Daniel Kasende. Kruger, Kriya, Smith, Ntila. Out wide probing, and Cohen Jasper. Oh, very unlucky. As Mana Sports, they got a hand in it.
Play on.
And quickly taken. They're upping the tempo here. Oh, the Cheetahs.
Released and played it again. He did. Black's got it. Release White. Here's the ball.
Richardson has stolen it back.
Yeah, Black was on it in a jiffy.
Well, the Sharks, will they have the final say? Cabela's pass, crisp out wide to Costa. Good support from Uester, but they've lost to the breakdown. Rivan Crea, the kick and the chase to open field. Pressure now on Diaz Bonilla, the Argentinian international. They're very calm and
release him.
Back on his feet.
Balls up. And release now, White. That's all good now. It's a ruck.
Short side. Soft hands. Costa's pace. Inside ball. No, can't be as Cohen Jasper intercepts. And good support, offside. The power from
offside.
From an offside position, there was Jean-Jacques Rudolph.
Offside. Thanks, Stefan. Hij is net te vroeg voor die bal uit is.
He's been solid for the Sharks. Had a few good line breaks. Had his work cut out for him on defense. It's been difficult. Lacked cohesiveness. Here he goes again, trying to get it over Cohen Jasper, and that's the kind of effort Jean-Jacques Rudolph, well, gives the rib tickler.
Offside.
It's like any good loose forward would.
Let's go, Black. You want to wait for him? Timing was good, yeah. He didn't see him coming. Six. Do you want to wait for him? You're welcome. Yeah, but he's on his way. We'll just wait a minute. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Right, Black, let's go.
You're not interested anymore. Your Sharks very delayed. The mission they came out here for just fell short. Never manned up front. Battle to get quality position for the back line. Bonilla, soft hands, much better now from Portrita. Portrita gets the break. Second bite to the cherry, slowed down by Kasende.
Away!
Cabela.
Release! No! Counter ruck is great.
The counter ruck by the Cheetahs under pressure. The breakdown point's been an issue. Skeketa's one and passes brilliant. They're sending it out wide now. Oh, high tackle.
Just around the shoulder, play advantage.
From Andrews.
Thank you. It's
a classical example where the defender's got to take the responsibility to make sure the safety against the attacking team. Overcooked by Masugu.
Hi. You got a penalty exactly the same.
Here, 5 points in the bag. Clinical, much better. I don't think Harvey's Fari would complain much. He was looking for attack and he got it from the word go.
100%. Owen, perfect. And I think that last piece of play by Sia Masuku, just playing the advantage. And you had the penalty advantage, communicated with Andy Santsila out wide, and why not attempt a cross kick? You're in your 22, even if Anthony Formunk reads it, but it's the kind of confidence they're playing with, and they've allowed themselves that luxury because they've stuck to their guns, they've stuck to their strategy, and it's worked out really well.
Yeah, also great performances from Roscoe Speckman. Returning, Siamasugu was good. Skulk Ferreira, Honest Couture, very solid at scrum time. So the basics definitely in place for the Toyota Cheetahs. Time is up on the clock.
No, we're going.
9 from 9.
We're formed.
And this Carling Currie Cup. Barnard brings it down. Hooter, the Toyota Stadium roars. Yeah, appreciated by the fans as well.
The advantage.
Advantage for the Sharks. Rooster breaks. Kabela. Not a great pass from Bonilla. Working backwards at the moment. Kabela. Bonilla.
And the advantage is over.
Hooter is gone. Richardson. Barnard chasing on. Van Vuuren will make the tackle though.
See that ball? There's the ball.
Van Vuuren. The late switch from block to flank. All happening beyond the gain line. Cheetahs taking up space.
Yep.
Sunday afternoon
Late,
touch by the Sharks forming. Reffed up by Nzila.
23, no, without the ball.
Christmas infringing, so penalty for the Sharks.
Just got to look after myself first. Get out of the way.
Into touch from Diaz Bonilla. Chance for the Sharks to have a final say.
See work off the ball, staying nice and frosty. Dan Kasende making sure he closes space out wide.
Van 'n bal af sy uit is, mag jy van hier as jy gebind is kan jy kom.
Been so cohesive in the way they've defended, worked for each other on the pitch. As Toyota Cheetah side.
Yeah, one of the things the Cheetahs did well was defensively, not missing too many tackles, handling errors were solid as well. They managed to get the ball out wide 14 times. They spread the ball out to the wings, the Cheetahs.
Just stay in
to the
reasonable
Sharks
lines,
once.
fine. Don't swim, stay there.
Much better by the Sharks.
Still going.
Still going.
Stay there.
2 tries already against the
middle,
Cheetahs.
yes.
6 tries.
And use it.
Callers through the middle, use it, the turnover, taking it in. And that should be it. A great performance at home by the Toyota Cheetahs. 4 tries in the first 40 minutes, 2 in the second half. Never once were they shaken by the Sharks or put under pressure. And clinical performance at home. They'll travel to Kimberley on the 28th to take on the neighbours Griquas. For the Sharks, tough day in the office. A few weeks break from then on. They'll take on the Lions at home, Western Province away. Unsettled, unconvincing. To think earlier on in the year they were the dominant team in the Currie Cup, but that didn't last long. Full-time score in Bloemfontein. It's the Cheetahs victorious over the Sharks, 44 points to 15.